Hi, it's Dawn. I'm back today making a little personal piece for my home. In fact, I just realized I cut this weird. Oh, I can't be trusted to cut anything by the eyeballs. I have to absolutely get out a slicer dicer thing because I can't be trusted. I thought I could just cut a really short little. Okay, anyway, what I'm going to do today is after I stop complaining, is I'm going to make a like a summer, I guess the summer theme is what I'm going for here. I'm looking for some blue stripes, and then I'm going to put a flag, so it's going to be popped raised up. And so I'm just going to do like some blue stripes. Think Ralph Lauren, think Polo. What I just said that. Anyway, I'm just taking a number 6 round brush. It's not particularly pointy. It is a little pointy, but not much. And I'm grabbing some between cerulean and, okay, we're going to try this again. I wet it before I turn the camera on. And I want it to be really bleached out, summer vibes going on here. So I may grab a little indigo too and then just wet the heck out of it. Keep it super loose. In fact, what I might do is I might just test it on this. See if that's the color I want. Yeah, kind of like that. Exactly. Very, like I said, very Ralph Lauren, very Cape Cod, the Hamptons. I'm just going to make some stripes. And I like this brush because, I'm going to bring it down a little closer. Because you can kind of do it in one pass, except I'm running out of ink. Okay, or pigment. We can just come back and fill that in. It's a little bolder than I would have liked, but that's okay. I'm just trying to get a washed out, bleached out. Not drip on the desktop. Because knowing me, I would then put my fingers in it or something. This is meant to be very loose, as you can tell. Ooh, that's a wonky line. It's very loose. It's my middle name. Just kidding. All right. And listen, I'm not going for perfection here. I'm just going for a vibe. And if I hate it, I won't use it after this summer. I will paint something different next year, and this will find its way, excuse me, into another. I reuse it. I cut them up and make cards out of them, or put them in junk journals, make them ephemera. So don't be afraid to paint something, put it on your wall, and then decide if you like it. Live with it for a month or two. I'll leave this up for the summer. And then I'll replace it. I have a whole like gallery wall of seasonal stuff, and I rotate the art through it. So for Easter, I had some bunnies that I'd painted in it, and for pumpkins, it'll be, for fall, it'll be pumpkins. And I wanted to do a lobster. I thought about, painting a lobster. I thought that might kind of be cool. And I may do that down the road next time, whatever. I'm thinking I might want a bigger brush. As I'm sitting here doing this, I'm going to grab my bigger Escoda. Might be a little better control here. Ooh, that was a bit more indigo than I was bargained for, but okay. There are no mistakes in art. Can't decide if it's better to go fast and just go all the way down the page, or if it's better to go a bit more controlled. I don't know. But are you getting seaside summer cottage vibes here? I am. I like it. Blue stripes on white paper. Is there anything more summery than, or Cape Cod or whatever, than this? I don't think so. I remember one time when I was fresh out of college and had my first job and had adult money for the first time in my life, and I went and I bought some Ralph Lauren pajamas that were blue pinstripe, and they were, oh man, they were so luxe, so out of my price range, you know, at the time price range, and I must have wore those things for 20 years. They were so faded, the stripe had faded, so they looked like they were just light, like white or light blue. Because the stripe was all gone, because after 20-something years, they had just had enough. And I just couldn't bear to get rid of them because I love them so much. But they were summer pajamas, and they were my favorites. Why did I tell that story? No idea. Just made me think of those pajamas. I didn't tape my page, so of course it's buckling. But we're just not going to worry about that too much because it's going to go in a frame. And the frame will flatten the paper out. And even if the frame doesn't, I iron my paper sometimes. I'll squirt the back of it with water and then get a little craft iron out and just put a little heat to it, and there you go. Okay, so that's step one is, so I'll zoom back out again. So that's step one, which is to do that guy. We're going to let him dry up there. Now step two, I'm going to want to use the same blue-ish and we're going to just do a really rough flag. And I have no idea this is a vision in my head, not a vision on paper. So I'm just roughing it out here. And I didn't get red ready, of course, so now I gotta go do that. Okay, I pulled out my big palette and I've got Permanent Red Deep over here. I think this is Daniel Smith, but don't make me swear to that. And again, I'm going to try to keep this like super, what's the word I'm looking for? Sun bleached, super, yeah. Super faded. I went back to the 6. This is really good for doing line work. I like a brush that's not too pointy for doing this. Oh yeah, that's a nice bleached out red, I think. All right, now let's see if we can. Ooh, are we nervous? No. Are we sure what we're doing? No. Boom. Okay. We likey. Boom. Okay. I have no idea how many stripes I'm doing here. I know it's not going to be 13. Well, maybe it is. Maybe it's more than 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Well, I just made up some extra colonies, but you know what? Nobody's going to, on a dashing horse, nobody's going to care. Okay. So, let's see if this guy is dry. And I'm probably going to, oh, wait, the frame is like this. So what I'm probably going to do is use some pop dots, you know, like you use like little foam squares. If you don't have foam squares, you could also use the fun foam, you know, like that stuff in the kids' craft department, the really thin white stuff. In fact, that's probably what I will use. And I'll probably cut it to this shape. And then I'm just going to make it stick on top. And so let me let this dry. I'll get some fun foam and we'll do that. Okay, so everything's dry. And I grabbed some fun foam. I don't know if you can see this or not. Let me zoom out a bit. I keep a bag of it. Some of it is adhesive backed, and some of it isn't. But then I've always managed to have some scraps in here. You know, here's perfect, like a little scrappy piece, right? Yep, perfect little scrappy piece, exactly. So might cut it down ever so slightly, so there's no chance of overhang. But stick that back in the bag. You might need it again. And boom. I think I'm also going to take a white jelly pen and make some, I don't know, not make stars, but I don't know. I want to just do some, here, let me do the pen on top of this. Let's see if I like it. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I think so. I think that'd be kind of cute. But again, just representational, not accurate. We'll do like 3 rows of 5. Yeah. They're super light, but there you can see it. And then I'm gonna grab some good glue. I typically use our glitter glue. It's pretty solid. It's pretty solid once it's dry, and it dries pretty quick. I don't like using hot glue. It's too thick and clumpy when I'm using paper, on paper especially. Now this is paper to foam technically, but this stuff glues to anything, honestly. All right, now that's on there. And because it's white, if it shows a little bit, it won't matter. Now if you're using black, you want to trim it so that it doesn't show. And then we're going to just put it right there. And we're going to put it in a little wood frame and put it on the collage wall and for the summer season. I really want to do some lobsters, but not today. Okay, let's just make sure we place this in the middle. Yep. Don't forget to close up your glue because it'll dry out on you. And we're going to call that a day. All right. A little summer fun pattern, and that was super simple. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day. Bye.